Hi, in this tutorial we will discuss how we can create surface from different type of object like AutoCAD Civil 3D points, AutoCAD points and polyline or contours or DEM. So we will discuss with very details. So first of all, we will import our AutoCAD Civil 3D points. As I explained in previous video, we can go to the points tool. The points we are getting from the surveyor from the site, we can get 3D points listing nothing and elevation from the site. Then we can easily export as a CSV file, but make sure what which file you are going to import. It should be in a CSV file or TXT file. So let me show the example here. This is our example of CSV file. We can see here in the first column should to be serial number like 123. In the second, listing or nothing, and the third one is also listing or nothing, and in the fourth is elevation. In the last one you can just make it as a description. So make sure that here on the top there is no any listing, nothing or elevation. Description is, if it's there is any description, this file will be not supported by AutoCAD Civil 3D. Whenever you open and make it this file, you should to save and you need to close the file. If this close is remain open and you are trying to import, the file will never import. It will give you error. So you make sure to close the file before importing and then go to Civil 3D, and from here you need to go to the points and just click on point create tool or go to the points here from the prospector tool and click on create. Once click on create, this toolbox will open, and next you can just click on this small icon here and you can click on this plus button to add the file. So go to this data, this is our site data, and click on site data. So next, now you need to select the point for file format. For example, our file format is in point, listing, nothing and elevation as I show and explain. If your point format is some other, then you can just easily select from here. If your format is not available in this list, you can easily click on this small pencil here on the setting, and from here you can select. If it's not available here, you can just create your own new from here, and you can click on user point database and click on OK. Once you click on OK, you can provide here the name. You can give here the zone coordinate. If you want to provide the zone, you can create zone and you can click here. So from here you can just select the serial number. For example, I am going to select serial point number and I can give here the indicator. Okay, so next you can just click on this and select here is listing and click on OK, and here is nothing. If you need, you can just select nothing and click on OK. If you need elevation, you can just provide here elevation from here, point elevation. Okay, and here you can just give description or anything. You can just provide the description from here. So you can just do it from here, and also you can load the file from here. If you have some other option like your points is in degree, minutes, latitude, longitude, and you want to convert to the another listing nothing system, you can also use this method for this. So whichever you point format is importing to the Civil 3D, and whatever you do setting in the drawing setting as I explained in previous video, you can just do it from here very easily. But make sure that before importing any points or any data, you need to go to the here to the application button from here and go from here to the drawing setting. Once you go to the drawing setting, from here you can just click, and from here you need to select first of all the datum and projection. For example, my datum and projection I need to select here. So once you select your datum and projection, from here you can see your zone here in your area, how much is zone you can see. So now you need to select your zone. Once you select your zone, then this all detail will be appear automatically. From here you can select the unit. We are using meter units. Here is the degree, all other is okay. If you want to change the scale size, from here you can easily select your scale size from here. So click on apply and okay. Now your drawing is ready to import the points. So go points, create, and click on this small setting button, and from here you can just again go to the plus button to add file. Just click open, and here point listing nothing and comma delimited, you can see point listing nothing and comma delimited. point format is very necessary to make sure that your easting is easting, northing is northing, and elevation is elevation. So next we will click on this add points group because we are going to create some other point groups. So click on OK, and from here we will just provide here existing ground point. You can just give EG existing ground points, or you can just give the data. So click on OK and OK. Now you will see that your point is imported successfully here. This is your points. If you want to change some setting, as I explained also in the previous video, the point settings, you can just change it. So first of all, we will go and we will go to the points group here, and we will right click on the property. Okay, next we will just turn off the point style. So now it will be clear for us. Right click, standard, apply. Now you can see your point is here, and next step is we will go to the surface from here, or we can go here to select the surface, create surface. So we will click on the create surface. Once we click, this pop-up menu will open, and next we can just give here site data, and we will click on OK. Once we click on OK, next we can go to click on here the surface definition. So here you need to click on the small button plus, next is site data, and next go to the definition and click here, and here we have the points group. So we will click on right click on the points group, add points. Here you will see all the groups. Which groups you want to import data to your surface, you can just select it from here. So we will select EG data, apply, and OK. Once we click apply and OK, but the problem is that we have some here benchmark. Okay, we just need to undo, and we will delete this point, delete this benchmark point, and also we have these two benchmark points. Now we need to go to the points group and click right click and go to the update. So the points is updated, and next again go to points group, right click add and click EG data, apply, and OK. Now you can see that your surface is created successfully, but here is showing only border. So how we can show our contours? Click on this border, go to the surface property from here and click next. You need to go to the edit surface style from here. This toolbox window will open, and from here you can go to the display option. In the display you can see different type of layer, and now you can see that your major and minor contour layers are off. So we'll just turn on this, and we will can see it here. Now we will just turn on the major and minor contour. Even if you want to change the color, you can change it from here. Apply. Now you can see that, but as I explained in previous video, we can go to the contours option. From here we can do the contour smoothing and contour interval. First of all, we will change the contour interval. Here is 2 meter and 10 meter, but we will make sure that 0.3 meter and 1.5 meter major and minor. So we will also change the smoothing from here. Just click on this plus button, make it true, and next you need to increase this level, apply. You can see that your contour is here successfully. And also if we go, we can just change some colors from here. You can just check line type, line weight, and color. For the contours you can change it from here. For the major and minor, apply and OK. Now you can see that our surface is created successfully. If you want to turn off your points, you can just property, go and turn off from the point style, apply and OK. Now this is your surface. So just click on this surface, and you can just go to the object view from here, object viewer from here, or right click on object viewer. Once you click on object viewer, you can see that your surface is look like this. You can change the type from here, conceptual. This is your conceptual surface style, and you can also check it shaded. This is your shaded style surface. Okay, and also you can just shade it gray. You can make it shaded gray like this, and you can make it wireframe like this. So you can do it. So close it now. And here next, how we can create surface from AutoCAD points. For example, this is our AutoCAD points. Now we will create surface from this. So just right click on create surface. Once you right click, you can just give here the name AutoCAD points. AutoCAD points. So click apply. Okay, now our surface is created. We can just go right click and we can go to the surface from here. Once you click on definition, now you can see here different type of objects. So you can just select drawing object and click on add button. So once you click on add button, you can see here the points. We will just click on OK. So now it's asking that select your points which you want to add to your surface. So here you make sure just before we edit points group, and now this time we are going to edit our this object drawings. Once you click on this object drawings, you will see 8 points. Okay, now you can see that it's edit and press enter or press space from your keyboard. Your surface will create it successfully. Now you can see that your surface is created also on the AutoCAD points. Next, how we can create surface from polyline or contours line. For this purpose, what we need to do, first of all, we will go to the surface. We will create a surface here and we can just give polylines. Polylines, you just click on OK. Now you can see that your surface will be here. Your polyline surface is here. Click on polyline and go to the definition. Once you go to the definition, you can go to the contours, because this is the contours line also or polyline. Just click right click and click on add. It will ask you the description. If you want to give the description, you can give the description here. This is our polyline. Just select it. If you want to make some changing here, you can just easily change from here. Just click on OK. Now you need to select the polylines. So click on the, now select all polylines and press enter. Once you press enter, now you can see that your surface is created on the polyline very successfully. You can easily change this surface from here. You can just click here and you can make change from here. And next, if you go to the surface option from here, you can see that it's create surface from DEM. For example, if you have a digital elevation model, you can just create it. Sometime we do topographical survey with drone mapping and technology, then we get some DEM file from there. So from this we can easily also create our surface. So once you click on create surface from DEM, you can just select your DEM file. For example, I have here a TIFF file, DEM file. You can just click on this. Once you click on this, your file will open and your surface will be created. So first of all, you need to create, but this file is very loaded. It will take time because it's a lot of points is included. So for this purpose you need to wait. You can see here it's reading the points here and it's processing. Once it's everything is complete, I will show. I am going to pause the video because it will take a lot of time, maybe 1 hour. So I will show the result once it's completed. So now successfully our DEM surface is created successfully. I can show here the contours. You can see the contours intervals here. This is our contours. You can see that our surface is created successfully. So this is one of our area which we done with the help of drone mapping and surveying. Then we get this file. Even you can see all the details, lines, feather lines. This is our contours which is showing for us. So there is brief a lot of details which we need to explain with very details in upcoming videos. We already digitized the area with the lines and polylines, so you can see all the contours here. So easily you can create a very good surface with the DEM. So I hope this is helpful. We will see in the next tutorial. Goodbye and take care.